Guys, we have an urgent information coming out. Walmart set to lose billions of dollars from SNAP benefits. You guys already know that government shutdown is not only impacting 42 million Americans, but this is going to hurt the farmers. This is going to hurt big companies like Walmart, Amazon, Target, you name it. And this is going to hurt the U.S. economy. All right, so we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Do me a favor. Please continue to pray. Hopefully, the Democrats and Republicans will come together and at the very end, some kind of agreement before, November 1st. All right, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19. Number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. All right, so we're going to be talking a lot about the food stamp, the EBT SNAP, Gov shutdown, and we have talked about the airlines are being impacted. You have the federal workers are walking out. I mean, they're not getting paid. They say, look, I got to go. I'm not getting paid. I got to do some other job, possibly Uber or DoorDash. And that's what people are doing. They are signing up for Uber and DoorDash. That's another way to make quick cash. Walmart could see a significant decline in consumer spending if the Gov suspends Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also again SNAP. So benefits as a result of the ongoing shutdown. According to a June report from the market research data firm, Numerator, Walmart accounts for roughly a quarter, 24%, of SNAP shoppers' total spending. Now, given the estimated $100 billion spent by the government on a program annually, roughly $8.3 billion monthly, this would imply a loss of about $2 billion for Walmart if the benefits are withheld for the entire month of November. That's crazy. $8.3 billion a month. That's what Walmart, see when it comes to the SNAP EBT. Look, I gotta say this again, and I'm gonna keep saying it over and over. Americans, come on, we are better than that. Again, chase the American dream. You don't need to be on this system. Again, this system was only meant for those who truly need it. The elderly, the veterans, those, single parents that's taking care of multiple young ones, disability. Again, they need it more. But there's a lot of them that don't need it. All right? Again, if you go out, work, save money, open up a business, do what you got to do. Foreigners are coming here, they chasing the American dream. Now, in its 27th day, the Gov shutdown that began on October 1st over expiring Affordable Care Act subsidized is now the second longest in U.S. history. Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security benefits are continuing despite the lapse in funding. But the suspension of SNAP payments is expected to significantly impact the more than 40 million Americans who rely on the program. It says here in a notice posted to its website, the USDA said that funding for SNAP will run out on November 1st and that no benefits will be issued beginning on that date. Another thing that they kind of failed to mention is that USDA has put up something in a bulletin on their website blaming the Democrats for this. All right. And again, it's very important that these news put those information there. It's very important. You can't leave not one small little detail out. You can't do that. The bottom line, the well has run dry, the department said. while blaming the Senate Democrats for the failing to reopen the gov. Thank you so much, Newsweek, for that. Thank you so much. So the USDA, I think the USDA, this is what they said. Bottom line, the well has run dry, the department said, all right, while blaming Senate Democrat for failing to reopen the gov. Ismael Martinez, an economist with the Economic Policy Institute, told Newsweek that beyond the impact on lower income families, a brief pause in payments will lead to significant economic pain. This is going to backfire. This is not only going to hurt millions of Americans, but this is going to hurt the farmers. This is going to hurt, everyone. I can see Chuck Schumer and Hakeem just laughing. All right, so it says here SNAP benefits make up about 8% of all retail spending on groceries. Even a short interruption of this spending could lead to layoffs or other painful adjustments in this sector, he said. Now, Walmart alone accounts for almost 1/4 of SNAP benefits, about $25 billion, and SNAP spending accounts for more than 8% of their grocery sales. It is difficult to understand just how important SNAP benefits are to economically vulnerable families, young ones, and the broader economy. We should be doing everything we can to ensure that families have this vital source of support as a threat of food and economic insecurity continues to rise. Numerators report, based on behavioral data from more than 31,600 verified recipients and survey responses from more than 1,250 participants, found that SNAP spending has increasingly been moving towards big box retailers. This is why I don't believe in free handouts. I just don't believe in that. See, back in the days, there was no such thing as giving these stuff every month. Everybody worked for their stuff, and family take care of their own family. Again, let's say a single mom with multiple young ones. That single mom has family that will step in and take care. I mean, that's the way it's always been. It's always been like that. Again, during Jesus' time, was there EBT, SNAP, and stuff like that? No. There were no SNAP. There were no EBT. There were no Walmart and stuff like that going on in those times. Everybody work and take care of each other. That's the way it's supposed to be. But these parties, they found a way to deceive many. That's why, again, like I said, I don't believe in free handouts, because nothing in this world is free. There's always some consequences, and you're witnessing right now. So Walmart, whose revenue rose 5% to $681 billion in its most recent fiscal year, captured 24% of SNAP shoppers' spending, followed by Kroger, 8%, Costco, 6%, Amazon, 5%, and Walmart's own Sam's Club, 4%. So there you go. All these companies about to hit the fan pretty soon. Representatives of the grocery sector have warned about the potential fallout from the benefits being halted. On Thursday, the National Grocers Association noted that SNAP is a painful economic engine for communities big and small, and called on leaders in Congress from both sides of the aisle to find a funding solution that reopens the gov as quickly as possible. The USDA, in a notice on its website, bottom line, the well has dried out. At this time, there will be no benefits on November 1st. We are approaching an inflection point for Senate Democrats. Okay, there you go. All right, so this website here that's responsible for sending out the food stamp stuff to 42 million are pointing finger at them. Okay? Now, people are blaming the Donald. Please do your research. And please, Don't let your feelings get the best of you. All right. Not a lot of people know anything about politics, and a lot of people get very angry when it comes to politics, like debates. If you get very angry when it comes to certain political stuff, again, you shouldn't be involved. You shouldn't. I'm not trying to be mean here, but again, politics is something that could be a big headache, and those who are slow to anger, again, they are very, capable of dealing with this type of stuff. They know how to respond, they know how to walk away. But there's a lot of people out there, when you talk about Donald, oh, he's taking away my food stamp, and man, you gotta go. You gotta go. Okay, so I'm out of here. So, and then when you walk away, you get hit with a sandal or something. So they can continue to hold out for the healthcare for illegal aliens. See, so the USDA is blaming the left for this shutdown. They also said that the left can continue to hold out for healthcare for illegal. Wow. And you know what? Procedures are reopened the gov so mothers and young ones and most vulnerable among us can receive critical nutrition assistance. So which one's more important, guys? Because the left, they are taking care of them. All right? The USDA is saying, look, instead of taking care of them and putting them first, we need to take care of ours. The problem is that they want the money so these individuals can have free health care and a lot of stuff. But Donald said no. And now, all of a sudden, they have to suffer. It's just common sense. Jennifer, Chief Public Policy Officer at the Food Marketing Institute, in a statement on October 21st, said, now is the time for Congress to end the gov shutdown to ensure that our most vulnerable Americans continue to have access to the food they need to feed their families through SNAP. Sorry, Chuck, don't care about that. He cares more about the illegal. Economists, okay, so we already know this. We're going to skip all that part. All right, so this is all the information here. Walmart could see a massive hit. And not only Walmart, the US farms, again, other big companies, this is going to hurt the economy. Why? Because we have a certain party that cares about giving free stuff to those that came into our land illegally. That's where we are right now. Please share the video. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.